Welcome back to Court 1 in a game that will provide some forms of entertainment in terms of Belgium against Italy men's. Two teams we haven't seen on Court 1 just yet. Italy, probably the favourites in this, currently ranked 6th in the Euros, in the European organisation. 2019, they placed 5th. Men's division, Belgium, we've never ever seen before, but they are currently ranked 18th. Italy, normally that powerhouse in big arms, very acrobatic, quick up the court, plenty of catching, a lot to offer. Belgium, we don't know much about, and I'm sure the next 30 minutes will provide a lot of entertainment in terms of what they can provide and what they offer to this year's European Championships 2022 here in Draken in the Netherlands. And here we go, the game gets underway. Belgium, they are winning the middle ball, and I believe that was Sema that ran for that. We saw him earlier in the mixed category, very quick off the line, but sometimes like to stand on the middle line. He's quick to cover, but cover he cannot. So both teams now ready with 5, and that quick arm that we've seen a lot takes out Platnik. And Giseli with the arm, that left side. But one ball does take out number 64 from Italy. That's Sacon, and they take out Demald as well, and out. Belgium are wiped under a minute. Luckily, we are joined by Boss. Welcome back, Boss. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
I've been by myself for a while. Okay.
It's difficult out here, right?
Yeah, it's a hard life out here. But Italy off to a strong start. They take that first set. And Italy, we know what they're like, those strong arms, very acrobatic, they like to take the catch. Like I said, we've not really seen much from Belgium. I wasn't at CECs,
no,
so I've not seen much of them.
Well, I've definitely seen quite a few of them, but also looking at them, I see a lot of new faces. They obviously had plenty of time to recruit those new players. They have a very active student squad out there, where they're just bringing in all the players, and the more players you got, the better you can select your material
exactly
from.
Just Giseli there providing his own cover for himself, and he picks up the catch nice and easy. I believe he was 2019's MVP in the men's division. Someone might be able to correct me if I'm wrong in that, but he's definitely one of the key players that we've seen time and time again for Italy.
Oh, hell yeah. This player number 4 from Belgium, Platink, it's really strong arm, very agile, jumps high, so he's definitely one of the key players from Belgium to look out for.
Okay.
And that's why you also see him surviving this long and getting out some Italian players. Even though 5 against 1 might be a little bit difficult of a job.
Exactly. It's something we've seen for a long time in terms of scaling back all the way to 2015, 2014 from Italy in terms of their women's. They always draft in that young blood. They have such a massive junior influence over in Italy.
Yes.
And you can see it here in the men's squad already. You know, into their men's first team, you know, comes a lot of junior talent.
Definitely, you can see their program that they set up. with a few very active players that also joined the EDF, of course, to make dodgeball in Europe a lot better. We're also primed to make dodgeball in Italy itself a main sport, and I think that pulled off.
It has. They've definitely been always up there. They've never, I believe their men have never medalled. Their women definitely have won. They won gold back in 2015. They actually only won silver in the tournament, but it was boosted to gold. It was boosted to gold when Wales didn't provide eligibility. Giuselli, I believe, was caught off that.
Yeah, that's why head ref Bruno is now also joining going up to Giuselli.
If we could just pause the time, I believe. Yeah, I thought the catch was made in terms of behind.
Yeah. Well, the refs are probably bringing now in the line refs as well, I think. So number 4 is out now.
I believe then they're saying the catch didn't count. I believe they think it bounced before that.
They did have a 4-ball attack from Belgium, but they didn't get any players out. 4 against 4 now. Appears to have a 6th ball in the field, like we're playing foam dodgeball now.
Not just quite yet.
Not yet, yeah.
It is only a matter of time before foam makes its way into the European sort of tournament. Oh, and a catch there off the rebound. Sema heads to the outbox, but he provides that rebound catch for the Italians. Yeah, so like I was saying.
Oh, beautiful cross-court counter on number 64.
Yeah, but
they get punished for it anyway.
Exactly, that single ball, Bocelli picks it up in the neutral zone.
Into the double kill.
Exactly.
For Italy.
They make it look so clean and easy, in certain places.
Yeah. So the time is a little bit. We have a little bit more time.
Yep.
Appears to be on the clock.
Yeah, we've got about an extra 20 seconds than what appears on your screen.
And the accuracy where the Italians throw with, that's where they really shine, because they throw hard, but they can know exactly where to hit you. If you want to hit your right shoulder, they hit your right shoulder, and same with the left foot. So they really practice on that, and you see that that comes in when they know the weakness of the opposing player, and they can just hit their target.
Oh, and a block into himself.
Catching the Silva, the young player, off guard, number 41.
And 3 balls are thrown, 2 at one target, 1 gets delayed onto Sotat.
11 is being called out.
Yeah. Back line.
Beautiful white ball rolling over the field from the opposing field. Where Spain is playing against Northern Ireland. No, Ireland even.
You got to be close on that one.
I was quick with the response.
And a nice block from centre court there, number 16, the Italian man, Molina.
We're entering the end game now where we're 4 against 2, where it's important to go for these catches. They're more impactful than in the beginning, where 2 ball attacks are thrown.
Yeah, and Giuselli doesn't quite pick up the catch. It hits up high in his chest, drops low, but he can't quite get his hands underneath it.
Oh, it just bounced before he got hold of it. But now, Belgium striking back and hitting out 2 players. So it's 2 versus 2. And the attack is on the Italian side. A pre-throw is being thrown from Belgium.
And the Italian style of calling is... Oh, and...
Some quick succession plays.
Yeah.
And Belgium is hit out.
Yeah,
It was a close one, this one.
Yeah, it was. Demal comes into the neutral zone. He takes that easy target that stood in front of him. Unfortunately, the running counter is so quick that Demal's almost up by the return line while he gets
it.
it.
Don't have a ball anymore. It's
hard to hide behind anything.
Well, at least Belgium got the third ball now, so they are onto the offensive at first.
Semery seems to win that middle ball a lot, but a lot of the times he's stood on the middle line because of it. Ball pops up, but no one is there to make that catch.
Or at least no one wants to take the risk to do that.
Exactly, and it is a big risk, you know, especially when you've got no cover kind of behind you.
And also, if you're 6 players up, is it really worth them not getting an extra player in?
Exactly.
I think they made the right call for that. Two single balls attack on a 2-ball attack. So they're going across the court, hitting out one of the Italian players. Number 4 tries to catch the ball from Matteo Mine, but just barely cannot get hold of it.
And that's always the one, especially when it's coming low. Like you said, the Italians are so pinpoint accurate, it's hard to make the catch. And
that's a double play.
That is a double play.
Another Italian going for the ball, trying to get it, but still gets thrown out.
Yeah.
So now it's 4 against 2.
And the Italians reset. They use that calling style. They put the numbers behind the ball. They put the numbers behind the ball rather than actually talking
And
to
that's
each
the
other.
first set for Belgium.
Belgium do take the first set off Italy, and that's a good set.
And they celebrate it, rightfully so.
Exactly that. Italy, a very good setting standard European team. A new team like Belgium, when you're taking sort of stuff like that, it puts a lot of pride behind you.
Yeah, definitely. And Belgium been known for their fair play. They 3 years ago at the Euros, they won the fair play prize. So they really like making the matches fair, and what doesn't make them not give them the role.
And a nice single ball from Sotar there. Doesn't quite find the target. I think it just bounces just before. The refs are always here to call those decisions, so don't feel like you should be calling them. That's why a lot of players will get carded in that instance. You start making the decisions instead of the ref, you'll be sent to the outbox and the sin bin.
Definitely. Well, talking about the cards, I think the players have been reading the rules correctly, and there's not been a lot of faults. So I've seen very few cards already.
Only 1 blue and 1 yellow have been given, as far as I'm aware, and that's all I've been told.
Yeah, they were in the same time frame, I think.
No, we had a blue over here.
Oh, over here as well.
Oh, okay.
I think there was a yellow.
Yeah, yellow earlier, from what I heard. Yeah. But, you know, I thought maybe in Newcastle we saw it a lot. There were so many blue cards. These players weren't putting the ball down in terms of when they were out. It's something that has changed recently.
And of course they got the time to adjust to it.
Exactly that. 3 years to be exact.
It's a long time.
Feels like forever. Feels like forever.
Oh, it's great to be back, isn't it?
Oh, isn't it just?
Oh, Italy bounced back up the ball to make a catch, and with that they win the 6th set, 7th set even, and makes it 10-2.
Italy currently up 10-2 in this game. It's It's not a massive scoreline, but Italy have been very dominant. It was only really a couple of slip-ups and a double hit that really gave Belgium that set.
Well,
and there it is.
About a double hit.
I called it
in the future.
And a good double hit, like we said, just there.
Can change the game. Oh, number 3, just trying to keep his balance in the court, going for that catch outside of the court, but can barely not make it.
Yeah, Cedric Bookhart there, just like you said, he makes that dodge, but where he's put himself on the wrong foot, he's kind of pushed himself off court. Yet again, like we said, Italy being clinical, they are.
And the punishes from the number 93 from Italian are just ruthlessly fast.
Yeah, they are. And like we said, Giuselli definitely has that arm. The fake is always there as well. He's one of those key throwers for Italy.
I know 3 years back we always used to start with a 2-ball attack on Giuselli just to make sure he's out.
That's the best way. But Belgium draw it back. There's 3 apiece now in this set.
Italy on the offensive.
Yeah.
Making a fake into getting Standard Halford out. Same out a new kid on the block here for Belgium.
Yeah.
Going quick with the counters, really explosive plays. So makes it back up to 2 versus 2.
And a good block. Giuselli's there. Oh, and just like that.
Very dominant.
Yeah. He whips that ball out of his hand. He's there on the catch. He knows exactly where it's coming. Oh, but Sema on the reads him like a book. He knows Giuselli's going to whip that out, and Sema this time around picks it up. He takes the catch, and we're back to 2 apiece.
A beautiful back and forth game where you don't know what's happening, and then the other players are up, and then the Italian players are up. A beautiful match. Bringing a bit of spectacle to the arena.
Exactly that. But Bocelli there, just in the neutral zone. He's providing that extra bit of aggressive cover. The ball bounces a little too early.
He chooses to go with only 1 ball because he's more confident in his catch, I think, than in his ability to keep that second ball.
And Bocelli, he's just going to stand there. He knows the ones to block. Italy go up 12-2. And that, I believe, is the half. A good half from both sides. Italy, obviously, we've seen, have been the more dominant team. They've been a lot more clinical in 1, their catches, and 2, their throws. Belgium improved so much already in this tournament, and even in this game.
Yeah, and they're looking to see what Italy is doing, and they're adapting to it. I think they can find some weak spots and maybe grab a few sets from them.
Yep, and that's all they really need. In the men's division, it won't be any third teams going through. It's top 2 in every group, which is the 4 groups that we have. That will go straight to the quarterfinals. But definitely that damage management that we've spoke about time and time again, especially when you're facing, top 8 opponents. Exactly, those rankings that you want to be improving year in, year out. Saying Belgium already in 2 years' time should be looking at increasing even more.
Yeah, definitely, and every set they get and every opportunity they get to play their game, they're happy and they're celebrating it, and they feel like they're improving. And I think we've seen it over the different games that were around from Belgium and also from Spain, that were the new kids on the block that were just coming out and getting sets from one of the top few teams. So beautiful to see. We're having a small break in between sets where the teams are trying to get their tactics on point for the next couple of sets. Italy is looking like they're making some switches in the lineup, and Belgium is still trying to find their tactics to go for this second half.
My Italian isn't the best, and I'll say this, boss. It's not just my Italian. My Belgium isn't great. Hey, I unfortunately don't have every pronunciation for every player. I try my best.
Of course, that's what it's
But
about.
one I have been told, I don't speak very good Italian, but it is Bacelli, not Bocelli.
Bocelli.
No, it's
Bocelli.
You said the same thing twice.
No, it's different. Oh, maybe it is.
It's Bacelli.
Bocelli.
I will try my best to pronounce it that way.
We'll go for that. Maybe you should try number 7.
So a strong start from both sides, but Sema picks up that middle ball yet again for the Belgians.
So Mini joined, number 5, joined the game now. He was the ambassador of the Euros in Italy a couple of years ago.
Oh, Matteo Mini. Oh,
Yeah, definitely.
lovely gentleman.
He just has such a heart for the game.
Oh, exactly. And a lot of people do. It's always nice to see every Euros how different the Euros can be in terms of setup and this and that. And you definitely see from when the Euros is set up sort of the nature that the organizer brings to it.
Yeah, of course you see a lot of fanaticism on the field, and players really want to win when they're on the field. But outside the field, everyone is friends and it's family. It's like a dodgeball family, and it's beautiful to see.
I know that.
We don't have any Italian.
I know that Italian word.
Oh, you do?
I do.
We'll keep it a secret for
I
the
won't
public.
repronounce it.
As number 8 is getting it out.
If you can hear any of the language on court, apologies for some of the bad language.
Well, dodgeball is one of those sports where you could have done anything different to avoid it. Then it's really frustrating to get hit. Definitely, when you're set into that game, you felt it, and then you get hit either on the hand because you just stuck it out, or on the tips of your toes. So Italy, 5 up against the 4 of Belgium. It's most famous for this one-ball attack stage where it's 4 against 5, and you don't really want to give away the advantage to the other team, giving away 4 balls. So mostly one-ball attacks are being thrown, trying to chip away from the opponent team. Semi is being hit out, but a beautiful punishing counter from the number 3 makes it back up to 4 against 3. Now 2-ball attack, getting out Buffo from Italy, makes it 3 against 3. So Belgium really stepping up the game here.
Yeah, they have, and it's always nice to see. Even although we see improvements from the 4-day tournament, even through the whole 30 minutes game in terms of how much they learn.
Number 3, I think just misstepped, and now hits the line, walks out. I think he hurt his hand, so our timeout is being called just to make sure this player is all right.
And it's nice
also
to
in
see.
a crucial part because there's a few seconds left on the set.
Exactly that.
He's still he's walking again. He looks like he's all right.
I think just as he threw, he twisted his thing.
And he fell on his hand, I think.
Did you go to Paris, or was that too early? Maybe before.
No, Paris I was not around yet.
Okay, so 2016 Paris, one of the worst injuries I've ever seen. Literally, as someone throws, imagine your whole body moving into that throw. You know, you put everything behind it.
Yeah.
As she throws, literally, she breaks her knee and sprains her ankle or fractures her ankle. Honestly, we was up in the commentary. We was in like a balcony, and they were on the far court, and I heard it. You like heard the break.
Oh, that must have been awful.
Yeah. And anyway,
I wasn't there yet.
Exactly. And injuries are always going to be in dodgeball.
I think a new set's being called, but I'm not. I think Italy took these points.
So 14-12 to Italy. 14-2 to Italy. Sorry.
Exactly. 14-12 would have been great. A beautiful quick throw from Belgium, gets out. Being grown from Italy, but also gets traded.
And from what I hear, Hungary are currently 12-2 up against Scotland.
Oh, that's beautiful. You love to see it. Like a new team coming up against one of those all-time all-time greats, right? Because that was Scotland.
Oh, and that's a good arm there from number 22 from the Italian side.
Cross court.
Yeah, Fortini there. Nice arm. Whips that cross court.
And you see the Italians getting confident in this match. They're stepping forward 2 steps when they're on the flanks with the ball.
And that's it.
They're quick on the counter.
Providing extra cover as well. You see Mini there. He's just providing that cover in the centre of the court, up in the neutral zone.
A beautiful hit from Belgium.
Yeah,
number 6.
Yeah, 4 balls now. Oh, and 22 there, Fortini yet again. He puts that delay in, although the catch is made. It's actually dropped. Fortini adds that extra bit of cover into that. A nice double throw on that left side there from Canova and Mini.
Yeah, when you're up that many players and there are very few left, it's not that difficult to give away 4 balls, because they can only throw 1 or 2 if it's a miss. So the changes go from only hitting a 1 ball attack up to the 2 ball or even 3 ball attacks on the opposing team.
Single ball there.
And the punish.
Yeah.
The running counter. When you see those big Italian men charging at you with those with their balls high in the air, it's either the catch or nothing. Oh, it's a beautiful sport, isn't it?
It is.
Time for the next set.
And
Italy makes a mistake by going over the middle line.
Yeah.
Because the outside players can step over the line with 1 foot. But in the middle, like, you cannot really touch anything of the other side, because that's where the other player is coming from, and we don't want any injuries. So
as little as possible injuries.
Exactly.
A double ball there.
4 ball attack coming from Italy. What will they do? They're going for the second player from the right from Belgium.
Yeah.
Providing pressure on the ball on the other side.
And that's it, number 19, Delassi. Absolute. Oh, that is awful. There's no communication there. 1 ball pops up. They do finally make the catch. The ball hops up.
A little bit too far for Mini to go after. A little bit too dangerous.
Mini, I'm sure, is quick, but not that quick.
Yeah,
and I
definitely
think
with five Italian players standing in between.
Yeah, and I think like the miscommunication there, the ball pops up, Mini looks to make the catch because he's running forward and he trusts himself to make it. But it's unfortunately touched by someone else before that. A nice set here from Belgium, 2 apiece now, so they could look at making some more set points, but they go for a catch.
Would have been so nice.
And a perfect time to make it as well. He's got to track back quick. Nice, smart dodgeball from Italy there. They decide not to throw. They instead go forward with the 2. A leap over 1, a dodge under the other. It's that same dodge every time, just that light leap.
Yeah, with the legs apart.
Yeah. Pierre used to do it a lot from Sweden. Do you remember? He used to do like the split jump.
Definitely. But so far it's been effective because he's still in the field. So Italy has not managed to grab hold of that dodge. Oh, the man is playing his heart out. Oh, and barely cannot make the last one.
Yeah, and although number 7 for Belgium there, he runs forward the wild, he looks at making that throw, unfortunately picked up by the running counter. The ball was bobbled perfectly for the running counter. He's picked it up on his way through. And a slow 3-ball attack. Now the ball doesn't quite get past quick as possible, but Fortini with a sensible whips out of his hand.
Making the call while charging forward. That's also where you see a lot of difference in experience. But people that are comfortable with all the calls, they can walk forward, still make the call, and everyone knows what to do. And the newer teams still need some more time to get used to it, make sure everyone gets it, and you are on the same level.
Exactly. Italy definitely on the same page as each other. They know what calls they're going to make, and at what times those calls get made. It's definitely sort of the experienced teams will always do that. They have so many pages in their playbook. They play very attacking, and at what times do they play attacking? Very defensive, and in terms of what times do they play defensive, in terms of and what team. It's
and the shift is so important.
It is indeed.
That's also what you see from the top level teams, from Austria, from England, where they know, okay, now I can play defensive, I can play out this set, or I can just go on the aggressive, make sure we do lots of counters and adapt to the play style of the other team.
Oh, and he goes for the catch, but it's too little too late in that set. Already 1 against 4, and when you're tracking back, maybe not as quick as others, you're going to get caught out in that neutral zone, and that ball's going to come quick. And from the Italians, trust me, it comes quick.
It definitely comes quick. And Italy also knows that when they're 4 against 2, they don't mind taking a trade.
Yep.
So they just go in for the offensive, make sure they hit their target because they know they will, and then get traded for it. They're completely fine with that.
Yeah. Currently the score in this game, 20 set points to 2. Belgium, they've not always been on the mark, but they've definitely played some good dodgeball. Unfortunately, there's some lazy dodging as it gets later on in the game. Those 30 minutes may not seem like a long time, but when you're constantly moving and maybe you don't have a full enough team as much as others, it's hard to always be as best as you can.
Yeah, it's pretty much like you're doing 30 minutes of burpees, where you go down and up, you're jumping, you're throwing, you're going back, you're going forward. It's a very active and agile sport.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful catch there from number 24, Mingroni, probably.
Yeah.
My best of my Italian. There's a slight timeout called from Bruno. Not sure what's going on. I think it's about the catch that Mingroni just made.
Okay.
After it hit the ball from Bercoloni. We're working on it here.
Your Italian is far better than mine.
I think you should just talk with your hands while you do it, and it's completely fine, right?
Over in Italy, so every country I go to for commentary, I always try and learn some of the language.
Yeah.
And like 2 weeks later, I forget it.
It's difficult.
It is. Especially with how many teams are coming into the Euros now. We've only got 16 this year, but pretty much every team has a team in each division. And Mini's come to pick up that ball that he thinks is being thrown at Fortini, but decides to change target.
Number 7 from Belgium, looking at number 22 being almost on the ground, but thinking now is the time for me to grab out Matteo Mini, because he's the more difficult target for me. So
yeah, and Giuselli he's almost like a lion. He's waiting for his prey to sort of slow down. He knows at that point that's when he's ready to strike, and
he strikes.
Yeah.
New set.
So I believe how MVPs are working this time around. After every game, boss, every referee nominates 2 players from each squad.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. And that's how MVPs are decided. They're all tallied up and whatnot in terms of MVPs. It would be nice to see sort of some new names in the bracket, and I think that's the way that they've done it, try to do it this year, because normally it gets to, we finish our group games, and by the end of the group games we're into the knockouts, and those are really only the games people remember, and those normally are where the MVPs come from. More than likely the MVPs are going to come from those games, from those teams, especially the teams that make top 8. It's always hard for a lower team that didn't progress very far but plays its playoffs to get MVP.
Yeah, it's difficult because you look at the team and you're like, oh, which player stood out from this squad, and that's where the lower bracket teams also can make a difference, because if you stand out from the rest of your teams, you get noticed, and then
of course
maybe a referee were like, oh, he really played well, and I think he did some great work in that team. Well, this was a quick change of course, because now Belgium is up. We're getting a ball here at the desk. You see players popping up from under our desk into the court. The retrievers doing everything to get that ball back to their team as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Belgium up 5 players to 3.
Looking to take their second set. It's Counter City over here. I think the stream took a little bit of a hit here, but we're back up as it looks.
So as far as I'm aware now, the score is 10-all in the Scotland-Hungary game. So it's been a massive turnaround in terms of events over there. If you aren't watching that and you do want to watch that, that is court 2. And Sema just gets hit out on this court. So what was a 5v2 is now a 4v2, but Belgium looking to take...
Definitely striking with 4 balls now. Walking up, getting countered.
Ball
straight to my face. I'm not really used to that net over here. I'm not have the trust in it yet, so I completely ducked away.
I got used to it earlier. One flew above me and looked like it was going to land on me, but we've kind of got a bit of a net on us.
Yeah.
14, he's close to the line there, but no line infringement. But the set is called, and Belgium do win another set in this game.
Their second set. And they're celebrating. They're happy for it. And with this, it's the end of the match. So I think Belgium can be proud of what they did, and I think Italy can be very happy with the result, where they took some points and they grew some confidence in their game, and they're looking to continue the rest of the match.
And that is the final score, I believe. And I believe that is the final score. Like you said, a very convincing win to Italy. Plenty of progression, plenty of adjustments from the Belgium squad. Plenty more to see and plenty more to come on court 1. Now, if you aren't currently watching on YouTube or some other platform somehow, it will transfer over to the next game, which is, I can tell you, is the Netherlands versus Switzerland in the mixed, and that is the final game for day 1.
It also means I got to run because I'm retrieving for that.
You best run, boss. So thank you very much for commentary. I'm sure we'll see you on day 2 at some point, but bye for now.